Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
I hear your voice.
Okay, great. So, still, it's only you here. We are going to wait 5 more minutes to wait for another student, okay?
Okay, Miss.
Okay. So, 5 more minutes, yeah. Hi, it's ready. I cannot hear you, sir.
Okay, so can you hear me?
Yes.
Mr. Chandra, are you there?
I told him actually to wait 5 more minutes to wait for another student.
Okay. Okay. Yes. I think yes. Waiting for other students, Miss, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I believe first. I will be back. Okay.
Good morning, Nida. Okay.
Hi, Miss.
Hi, Miss. Good morning. Do I call you Nida?
Yes. Nida.
Okay. So today we are going to do speaking. So we are going to wait 5 more minutes for other students to join. Is that okay?
Okay, Miss.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, it's already 8:05. As many students has already joined, we are going to do our speaking test. Since the participants until now is 3, Miss Nida, Mr. Chandra, and Miss Fitri. Miss Fitri, are you there? Sorry.
Yeah.
We are going to do speaking test part 2 and part 3 if possible. So I'm going to choose one of you to speak first while others can mute their microphone, and then I will go to the next student. I'm going to start with, so Nida, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to give you part 2 card.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I see the card?
Yes, of course. I'm screen sharing now.
Okay.
Where is it? Can you see that?
Sorry, where is it? Oh, okay.
Okay. So this is your card. Describe a person you know who speaks a foreign language well. Okay, I'm going to time 1 minute for your preparation. Where is it? My clock. This one. Okay, 1 minute from now.
Okay.
Okay, time up. Now, you are going to talk for 2 minutes. Okay? Okay,
Okay.
you can start now.
Okay. Actually, I have a friend. He is Johnny.
Sorry. Nida, do you have a problem with your video? Hello, Nida, are you
Hello?
there? Okay, so it seems the connection
Sorry.
is lost, right?
Yes. Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
Can I repeat it?
Okay, so, wait a moment. Okay, you can start now.
Okay. Speaking of a friend that can speak foreign language very well, I have a friend named Johnny. Actually, he is originally from Netherlands, so he is a Dutch people, but he has stayed in Indonesia for more than 10 years. He can, as I remember, that he can speak English, Dutch, Indonesia, and even because he stay in Bandung, he can speak Sundanese and Javanese very well. So he used this language for his work from the company, if I'm not mistaken, for Shopee. So he used English and Indonesia for his work, and and besides that, he also a YouTuber. So he already has more than 2 million followers, and use the Japanese because he has face Dutch face, so he is really funny to know that he can speak Javanese very well. In my opinion, why he can speak foreign language very well, because he has original language like Dutch, so it is already in his blood. And for Indonesia, because he learned it from the environment. Also for Javanese and Indonesian, he learned it from the environment, like from his friends and his family also can speak Indonesia. And besides that, I know that his school is international, so he can learn English from that. I really admire him because he is really smart, and especially in his right brain, because he can learn a lot of languages.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
So, Ms. Nida, it's very good you already managed to speak at length. You hesitate only a few times, but if I have to make some correction, so when you say Dutch people, it's better you say something about use the word that really refers to the nationality. For example, he is Indonesian, he is American. So
Okay.
you don't have to say he's American people. So he's American. So he's Dutch is actually enough, I think.
Okay.
Okay. That one, and you are trying to say that he learns from the environment. So you actually refer to the place and the society that he lives in, right? Because he lives in Indonesia.
Yes.
So I think it is better not to say environment, because environment is like natural environment, lingkungan yang benar-benar lingkungan gitu. Sementara when you are trying to say is the society or surroundings. So you can also describe more. For example, as he lives in Indonesia, he can learn from people in his surroundings gitu, bisa kayak gitu, atau di daerahnya. Jadi kata environment is not quite tepat gitu, karena environment lebih mengacu ke sesuatu yang alam gitu, benar-benar lingkungan. That's it. Overall, I think you're very good. So I'm going to move to other. So Chandra, you are the first one that joined the class here. So Chandra.
Ma'am.
So Chandra, this is your card.
Interesting idea.
Describe a person who has interesting ideas or opinion. I am going to time you 1 minute from now. Okay, time up. So you are going to talk for this topic about 2 minutes. If the time is up, I will tell you. So you may start now.
Okay. Interesting ideas of opinion. I found from my friend. The name is Irwan Brutu. why I know Irwan Burtu have interesting ideas or opinions because he is an entrepreneur in business of language. He has 9 course in Medan City. So I think he is entrepreneurship or mm, a good motivator or a good idea to make a business with English language. From uh, his interesting ideas, uh, I I know he has a good idea to extend his course with a native speaker to teach students in Medan City. He has networking in some schools with some teachers. So in Medan City, he can struggle. He can compete with the other course in Medan City. And right now, he has 2 books.
Thank you,
Uh,
Chandra.
okay.
Okay, the time is up. So,
Okay.
so you used some interesting word there, entrepreneur, but the pronunciation is not correct. So entrepreneur is actually pronounced entrepreneur. Jadi kayak, sorry, aku coba cari ininya dulu, entrepreneur ya. Okay, can you hear this?
Entrepreneur.
Can you hear that?
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
Yes, that's how we pronounce entrepreneur. Entrepreneur. Jadi itu sebenarnya katanya bagus banget. If you pronounce it sesuai gitu, itu bakal menambah banget dari pronunciation score kamu karena kamu pakai entrepreneur, which is a very good vocabulary if you pronounce it well. So you're trying to say that your friend is having 9 courses.
That's right, Miss.
Yeah, courses. At the first time you pronounce it like cars, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, 9 courses. Be sure you pronounce it well. And the other is actually quite good. Only you have to minimize the hesitation.
Oh yeah.
Try to speak more at length, but try to practice yourself, storytelling yourself. For example, you have an experience and you want to practice your English. Try to tell the experience to yourself. You can try in front of the mirror, for example. So the key to be more fluent in English is you try to speak as much as possible. You try to storytell yourself.
Okay.
Okay, so practice makes perfect, Mr. Chandra, okay?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, the last one. Miss Fitri.
Yeah, halo Miss.
So,
Hello?
yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm looking for your card. This one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Describe a good experience of online shopping. I mean. I bet you already have done this so many times. So I'm going to time you 1 minute from now. Okay, time up.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to time you for 2 minutes. When the time is up, I will tell you. And you may start talking now.
Okay, thank you. So, when it comes to the most unforgettable moment when I did an online shopping, I chose one of the e-commerce through the internet, of course, because there are so many options. So, I thought that Shopee would be better than others because I saw so many advertisements from the television. So it was around a month ago. I bought a veil, a new veil, because I thought that, as a woman, we like to change our style. And it seems that it is really easy to get bored of something. So I thought a new veil will be good to build up my mood. Maybe I can wear it to go to the mall or to hang out with friends. Um, and also, I believe it was an interesting moment because there are so many varieties of veil. I was so shocked because some women are very difficult when it comes to choose item, like, oh my god, all these items look so good, and the colors are so bright, and the pattern and the style, and also the models look so beautiful. So we have in mind that when we wear the item, we will be as beautiful as the person who advertised the item. And so finally, I decided to buy a, a red veil. Unfortunately, when the item arrived at my home, it was not actually as as interesting as what I saw on the screen.
Thank
And
you, Miss
yeah,
Fitri.
thank you.
Okay. So you already speak very naturally. You try
Thank
to
you.
engage with the interviewer, which was me, gitu. It is like I'm talking with a real person here. Like we have a face-to-face discussion. It is very good. Keep it up.
Thank you.
And you already managed to speak a very elaborative way. And I only mentioned several things here,
Yeah.
but I don't think it is a very big problem because the other is really good. I did this. When you say I did, it's more like sounds I did like date tanggal. So you're actually did. So did is very simple. So I'm trying did pronunciation. Okay. Where is it? I'm sorry. Okay.
Did.
Okay. And this one is
Date.
did.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like did the first time I hear it, but then you mean did, but so it doesn't really alter the discussion and the meaning. So I can still get what you are trying to say.
Okay.
So e-commerce.
Yeah.
Yeah, e-commerce. E-commerce. You're saying it e-commerce.
E-commerce.
Okay.
E-commerce.
Okay.
E-commerce.
The way you say variety is very good, but you have been very elaborative, so that's very good. Okay.
Thank you, Miss.
Good job, Miss.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are going to move to speaking part 3. I'm going to stop sharing. Is that okay? I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, now speaking part 3, I'm going to start with Chandra. Okay, Mr. Chandra, are you there?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, Chandra, you have the topic about a person who has interesting ideas or opinions. Is that right?
Yes, that's
So,
right.
okay, so I'm going to do follow-up question regarding to the cards. Okay, for all participants, I'm going to say that the part 3, the last part, is the last chance you get to have a good impression with the examiner. So this is where you can elaborate as much as idea, and also try to showcase your English speaking skill. Okay, I'm going to start now with Chandra. Question number 1. What kinds of ideas are respected in your country? Okay.
Ideas
What kind of ideas are respected in your country?
are respected.
Yeah.
Mm,
Come on.
Okay. I think uh, we must respect to our own country. We do good character uh, in environment and surrounded our life, and we must prepare ourselves every day uh, uh, to do 5 principle about Indonesian principle. It is about Pancasila, and then we must obey about our religion, about commandment, and about don't or do we can uh, do in our life according to our religion and according to the 5 principle in Indonesia.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give some feedback directly. It seems that you misunderstand the question. So it is not how we respect our country. It's what kind of ideas are respected in this country. Pemikiran-pemikiran apa, ide-ide apa yang dihargai di negara kita.
Oh,
Okay, so you get.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, I
That's
never
my
get.
village. Okay. I also want to tell that in this part you will not be given any time to think, so you have to answer as soon as the question is finished. So when I finish my question, you answer directly. There is no time to think like the part 2.
Oh yeah,
Okay?
I don't know. Oh yeah.
Okay, that's okay. So you can start giving the answer for the question. You already get the answer. What ideas are respected in our country? Go.
I think we respect it to our own country. We can participate to social organization. We give our ideas to develop our country from our organization. I think like we do um, uh, social organization in our company or in our university because many things we can do. We can give ideas. We can give like maybe help or something society mm, help, or we can give we have on in our life to give to organization to develop our organization. So because organization is a non-profit organization, they can give a benefit to the others in our own country. So if our organization can develop or can expand, the name of our organization can raise and give a, a good voice for our own country. I think like that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Sir Chandra. So the idea is that is respected is the one that develop. Is that right?
Yeah.
That you are going to say, whether it develops the country or develops the organization.
Yeah.
So you try to speak at length in that which was very good, but the thought the ideas that you develop is not quite developed very well. You do not go forward, so it seems like you go around with developing the organization.
Mm-hmm.
So try to use this one. You state what is the idea. The idea is the idea which was respected is the one that can develop our country. That's and you give the actual example. You mention university and you also mention organization.
Yeah.
Can you give any real example to that? What kind of ideas in the university and the organization? Any real examples? Do you have any?
At university, we can join like in Indonesia. What's the name ya? We can join donor darah ya apa ya?
Blood
Oh,
donation.
ya?
Blood donation.
Blood
donation.
Blood donation. Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blood donation. I think I can give to PMI ya in Indonesia.
Okay. So you mentioned donor darah or blood donation as one example. Okay, you can build it like this. The idea is the one that developed the country or organization. And you say blood donation, which was a very good example, but it is not quite coherent with the previous previous sentences. You can say the idea which was good is the one that is developing our country and organization and also bring benefit to the society, for example. Okay, bring benefit to the society. That's what I mean. And you say blood donation. That's a very good example. This is where you can make your speaking test more developed and going forward. You state what it is. You answer the question directly.
Yeah.
And also say why it is important.
Okay.
Why it is important, and then give real example. That way, you know exactly when your idea is fully developed, and you can stop when it is already finished.
Okay.
It will help you not to go around at the same ideas.
Oh yeah.
Okay, great. So do you want to try again or? Okay. Okay.
I think we can respect it to our country. We join to social organization in our company or at university. For example, at university, we can keep our blood to donate to other people of Indonesia. And then for example, in our company, in my company, we can do we can do mm, program about free for installment of electricity for her to connect to their home.
Okay.
So
Okay.
she or he can receive electricity in their home.
Okay, that's much better.
Mm-mm.
The structure is now quite clear. You give what ideas and you give example, and you know exactly when to stop when you already deliver your idea completely.
Okay.
Okay, this is very good. Now I'm going to go to the next participant. Nida, Miss Nida. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you've got the card about which one? Learning new language, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to start with the part 3 now. Okay, Nida.
Yes.
Is learning a new language is important?
Sorry?
Is learning a new
Can you?
language important?
Oh, okay. So, in my opinion, learning language is really important. So, I absolutely agree with this idea, with the statement, because by learning language, we can learning another culture rather than just seeing the culture itself. For example, if we want to go to one country, even though it's for many purpose, like for abroad or vacation, we should learn the language first. So this is the main important. Like for example, if we want to go to take our master degree to France, we should the first thing that we should do is learning the French language, because by learning new language we can interact with many people from another countries, not only with just ours, and it has a tendency to open our relation, which is really important for our future. Like for example, if we want to make some business or companies for the future, in the future, we can easily connect with other people from around the world, because we can understand what they said by learning new language. So this is really essential for me.
Okay, thank you very much. You managed to give example in each statement that you make, which was very good. And I already have one input here, which is not really necessary, but yeah, I will give it to you. So French language is French.
Oh yeah, French.
Okay, yeah. You can say that. Yeah. So okay, I'm going to continue with the next question.
Okay.
Who do you think learns a language faster, children or adults?
Okay. For this question, of course, the one that can learn is easier is children. Why this could happen? Because the children has the larger brain based on the research, so the children can easily learn anything, not only the language, and the children has a tendency to use their right brain more effective rather than adults. So it's really effective for learn language and arts for the children, and it is really important for the adults to teach their children to learn a new language. And for the adults itself, it's kind of hard for them, because besides of the brain, it's not as effective as the children or the young. For the adults, maybe they already have a lot of problems they should face, so they cannot focus on one thing like learning language.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
Once again, you do not hesitate so much. You can deliver your ideas very well despite of, maybe I don't know whether it is right or not, the children has the bigger brain than adults, but you deliver the idea perfectly. And also, but you, I'm sorry, but you also have some repetition, children. You try to replace children with young, which is very good. I have one input for adult. You can say grown up, orang-orang yang sudah dewasa gitu, grown up, or that go to adolescent kayak gitu misalnya. Jadi cuma lebih ke improvement dari vocab aja. Tapi kalau fluency, you have managed to speak a language was very good with very little hesitation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so the last one, Miss Fitri.
Yeah, Miss. Okay.
Okay. Online shopping, right?
Huh? Sorry?
Online shopping, right?
Yeah, online shopping. Okay.
So, what do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of online shopping?
Well, I would say that despite all the advantages, there are so many drawbacks as well. But first of all, I would explain about the benefit of the online shopping. The first one, of course, it will save our time so much because we don't have to go to somewhere to find the item that we want. And for example, we have to go by car for in offline shop that is so far away from our house. We can directly find the item that we need by one single click through the internet. And the second benefit, of course, it's about the varieties of the items that there are so many that we can find. We just need to scroll through the screen, and here it is. We find the item that we want. And but beside that, we can also experience the drawbacks of the online shopping, such as the item that we saw through the screen is not as beautiful when the when it is arrived at our home. So I suggest that it would be better to do not trust in the term of fall in love at the first sight, because it would not be good when it comes to the online shopping. So we have to check really carefully of the item that we would like to buy. For example, use the zoom facility to make sure that the pattern and also the fabric, when you want to buy the fashion item, for example, and make sure the size is really fit to your body. And also, is it worth the price? Because sometimes the basic price is really cheap, but then the delivery cost is really expensive. So I think that's several things that we have to consider before deciding to buy something through the online shop. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Fitri. So very good again. So you mentioned two advantages, which was we don't have to go to the shop, and then what's the second? The variety of the item, and also you mentioned two disadvantages. I'm sorry, one or two. The thing or the item may not be the same. Yeah, that's the first. And the second, I forget what is it.
It's about, is it worth the price?
Is it worth delivery? Okay, yes.
Yeah, the delivery.
So that's very good. You managed to pay attention to the structure. For example, at the first line, you mentioned that there are several advantages, but also there are drawbacks. Yeah. It's a very good intro. and you start with the advantages first, and the structure is very good because you have you manage the idea coherently. You say, I'm going to start with the advantages first, the first, blah 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 blah, and then the second. Okay, that's very good. And then the disadvantages, you also say the first and then the second, but it is not as clear as the advantages one. So try to put some linking words to put the ideas together, but overall it's very good.
Thank you, Ms.
Okay. Now, okay, next question. Do you think it is safe to shop online?
Oh, wow. This question is actually a little bit tricky. The answer could be yes and also could be no. I would say the answer is yes. When you utilize, it's a kind of application that allow you to save your private data, or you utilize the option. There are several paying option when we do an online shopping, for example through PayPal. They have like a guarantee that they would make sure that your private data is not blown out to the public, so it is safe. Um, the answer could be no when it comes to the untrustable seller. So you have to make sure that the shop that you choose is really trustable, and there are so many reviews that have already been there, and you can see the comments of the previous buyers to find some ideas that, oh, it's okay, I would decide that this one is better for me. I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So it is a very interesting answer because you don't say directly yes or no. You say it could be yes, but it could be no, which is okay. You don't have to really choose one if you are not sure which one is better.
Yeah, because I'm confused.
yes, but that's how you deliver your idea is also cautious. You can make it cautious. It's yes when what, and it is no when what. So, and also you add some new information like what you should do. Okay, in yes and no, which is very good structure, and the idea is wrapped up very good. Thank you very much, Miss. So I'm going to go back to Sir Chandra because I've just gave him one question previously. So I'm going to continue with second question, Chandra.
Yes, Miss.
Okay. So second question to you. About ideas. When do you think children start to have their own ideas? Do you get my question?
Yeah, when you get idea when you child, yeah.
Yeah. When do children start to have their own ideas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever about idea, Miss.
Yeah.
The first I found my idea when I was a child. I got my idea when I follow a competition about painting in the mall, and I don't know what I want to paint it in the paper, but all the children's excited to do painting, so I must do painting quickly. I have idea to paint animal and uh, mountain and field, and then I give a color to my painting. So I collect my painting to the judges, and I don't have a champion, but I think in at the time I can paint rapidly, because I didn't ever paint in the paper before.
Okay, thank you very much, Sir Chandra.
Yeah.
Was what age was you? Were you? I mean,
Pardon me,
how
Miss?
old? How old were you when you were a child and you paint? How old are you? Can you hear me? Sorry. How old are you?
Uh, nine.
Okay, it's around
9 years old. 9 years old.
So thank you very much. 9 years old. So it's better that you answer directly. You don't quite answer the question, because I asked you, when do children start to have their own idea?
Oh yeah,
You jump to the example, right?
yeah, Miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can try to answer that in the at the first place. For
I
example,
describe about the idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
For example, you can try saying, I would say that children get ideas around elementary, gitu misalnya.
Oh yeah, element.
Ya, elementary, because at this year mereka sudah mulai sekolah, ketemu banyak hal misalnya. Terus baru personally, I remember when I was 9, when I start develop my idea during the painting competition, misalnya gitu. Jadi you answer directly first the question, when does children usually come up with their own ideas, and then you tell why, if it's possible, and you give your own example.
Yeah.
Okay. But the example is very good. You can give a very long example, but pay attention to the preposition. So at the mall.
Oh yeah.
The mall,
In the
and
mall,
then
yeah. At the mall.
on the paper.
On the paper.
Yeah, you said previously in the paper.
Yeah.
Paper, and as some other preposition, you really need to
improve.
To learn about it more. So
Yeah.
When to use at, when to use on, and other preposition.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, miss.
You didn't get the champion. You can say you didn't win.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's the thing that I kind of noticed during the talk. But overall, it's good already. Keep improving, keep practicing. I think that's all from me today. Do you have any question from any one of you, Miss Fitri and Miss Nida? Do you have any other question to me?
Yeah, Miss.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we are in a real situation, I mean in the real IELTS test, and we are face to face with the interviewer, that mostly how to say, the English speaker, the real English speaker, yeah, we feel so nervous, and sometimes we just feel blank and lost ideas. I mean, how to overcome that kind of situation when we really like, oh my God, suddenly I lost my ideas and we don't know what to say.
So my answer may be just try to manage your stress. So you don't have to be nervous. Of course, you are nervous sometimes, but be more rational. It is just a test, and I have to showcase my English ability. Think about the examiner as your friend that you talk to because you are speaking with them. But actually, usually when you start the speaking, you already have your idea and you start the speaking. It usually flows easily kok. Jadi biasanya kalau kamu udah ngomong gitu, biasanya malah terus-terusan. Some examiner also very friendly. Sometimes they laugh with you or they smiles, and it really is not as scared as you think it is. Gitu. It is very fun. The examiner is very friendly sometimes, and the only you need to focus on is yourself. Try to relax, breathe, and keep it simple. It's just 15 minutes. It's nothing scary gitu. Jadi biasanya kalau udah masuk sih biasa aja sih. Malah kadang engage-nya terlalu baik gitu sama si examinernya. Tapi kayaknya enggak deh, mudah-mudahan enggak sampai lost idea, karena kan kita stick to the question, terus kita jawab, lebih ke control ourselves. We cannot control the examiner what is he killer or not, but try to breathe, focus on the question, and think the examiner as one of your friends. And you need to interact well with him during the test. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Thank you. Other question now?
Miss.
Okay.
If examiner asks the tester siapa? The applicant. The examiner need our ideas, own ideas, or about the theory ideas.
It's your idea. They want to know about your idea, but it really doesn't matter what your idea. So he will not judge your idea something right or wrong, because he's not judging your idea. He's judging your English.
Oh ya.
Jadi ya apapun idenya gitu, kamu sampaikan aja dari diri kamu. Lebih ke try to give more real example, relate personally terkait dengan kehidupan yang kamu tahu. Sometimes even if you are lying during the test, he will not know. But lying is more difficult than telling the truth, right? So try to relate to the question using your own experience in that topic, even if you do not have the experience. For example, one of my students are asked about newspaper. Do you read newspaper daily? Gitu. Sementara dia kayak yang hari gini siapa sih yang baca newspaper gitu kan? Tapi he never read the newspaper, but he answered it like this. I've never read newspaper, but I see that my father used to write it when I was still in elementary school, kayak gitu. Jadi saya nggak pernah nih baca newspaper, tapi ayah saya dulu sering baca newspaper setiap pagi. Jadi even though you do not have the experience, try to relate it with someone with your life. So you give more real, you have more real example that is close to your daily activities, your life.
Okay, Miss. Yeah, I get your point, Miss.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you,
Is that
Miss.
it?
Yeah, I got it, Miss.
Okay, is that it? Any other question? No? Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Fitri, Ms. Nida, Sir Chandra, for joining this class today. Keep practicing.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much, Miss.
Thank you.
Yes, Miss. You're welcome, Miss.